Hello. Do you do personal counseling? Yes, I do. I do. I do coaching. Hold on. Dating and relationship. I answer questions about your love life. I make your love life better. I help you make good decisions. So if you want to get a one-on-one coaching session, what you're going to do is go to my bio, click on the link tree, click the one-on-one button. It takes you to a page, follow the instructions on the page, and you can book yourself in for a session. Yes. I have to reestablish myself before a relationship. That's a good idea. Doesn't mean you... I like to... I'm super efficient with my approach. I like to do... Nope. I didn't bother getting letters after my name. I wrote 8 books, if you wonder if I know what I'm talking about. I've got over 3,000 TikToks. So I just couldn't be bothered to give an institution my time and money when I realized that I wanted to work for myself rather than go work for someone else who would require the piece of paper and the letters after my name. I'm an author, yes. So I'm a coach. I'm an author because I'm a coach. So I put everything that I teach in my books so that it's easily accessible to people who can't afford one-on-one coaching. Respect that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So, I don't think people have to be healed before getting in a relationship. Like, yes, there's things that you can do to better prepare for getting in a relationship, so that you're in a better state of mind, you better understand yourself, you're better leveled up, so that you get a more leveled up relationship and you bring a more leveled up you. There's a lot of things that will heal in a relationship, because a relationship also is a great place to work on the things that also is a great place to work on the things that you do need to work on, because you will be triggered in a relationship. So I really on the things that you do need to work on, because you will be triggered in a relationship. So I really like to take a very efficient approach and just kind of tackle a lot of things at the same time. Absolutely. My biggest dilemma is that I'm stuck in a toxic environment. Ooh, you got to get out of that. So yeah, lots of questions. I would love to unpack your situation and see how we can help you progress faster than you probably think you can. When will I ever find love? Well, question is, are you ready? Because when you're ready, you will, right? When you're ready, you will. Ah, thank you. Love loves. Love loves. My husband told me he needs space, but then we slept together twice and now he wants space again. So that is that would be awesome. Yes. Yeah, I can help you with that. I can help you with forgetting an ex. So with your husband needing space, the confusion that's going on. So if you want to get a coaching session, I can help you unpack this, but without asking a lot of questions, I don't understand the situation well enough to actually help you through the situation. That's Maggie. That's my Maggie. I want to grab my speaker, you guys. Give me a second. I just want to grab my speaker. I am Canadian. My prices are in US dollars though, because most of my clientele is American. American with some UK, some Australian, some New Zealand, some Norwegian, and of course some Canadian too. So my reach is pretty far and wide. All right, there we go. I work from home. All of my appointments are on Zoom. So I live in Ontario, but I work from home. Is Maggie in the background? Love is kind of hard to forget, never really goes away. We are designed to love. Love is part of our design. Love is our makeup. Love is what we are. Love is what we do. Love is what helps us survive. If we didn't love, we would be dropping babies and then just leaving them, right? Like, I'm about to move and live on my own. Think I might be boy crazy. I love myself, but I want love again. Yes. You've helped me realize trust and stop sabotaging my relationship for unnecessary arguments. I love you. Good. I'm proud of you. Proud of you. I opened the door, but you did the work, my love. How can I be a good partner while personally going through the grief of a loved one? So, listen, I lost a sister when I was 17. Hi from Croatia. I was 17. She was 21. She has cystic fibrosis. People need to understand that grieving is a process. So, choose some behaviors that are loving behaviors that you do no matter what. The loving behaviors that I do with my husband that I do no matter what is I make his meals and I give him 2 kisses a day that are minimum 5 seconds each. When you pick behaviors and you do them no matter what you do is you set a foundation of love in your relationship that is never shaken. Therefore, the strength of your relationship is never shaken. You can go through your emotions. You can cry every day. You can have bad days. You can have days where that's all you do is those loving acts. And that will keep your relationship strong while you go through your grieving process. And you should have an understanding partner that those days where you just can't, it's okay. You taught me to run when red flags appear. I'm here for that. Love it. Love it, love it. Boyfriend and I took a break because we were happy. How can we rekindle the connection? Are you back together? Yeah. I had the same dress but in black. Le Chateau, right? Guys, don't give me puzzle pieces. Should I stay with someone that I see potential with but doesn't fulfill all my needs now? He's a generous long-term thinker. Are you sure he's a generous long-term thinker? Did you read No More Assholes and look at the 12 character traits? Did you look at the 12 character traits, my love? Are you sure he's a generous long-term thinker? So here's the thing. I don't know, right? Because there's a lot of questions that I need to ask. There's a lot of details that I need to know because I don't know what you mean by potential. I don't know what he's actually investing in you in terms of desire and emotion, effort. So if you want me to help you understand your particular situation, should I stay? Should I go? How can I make things better? How can I rekindle? How can I bring us closer? It changes from relationship to relationship because we are all unique. And so there's always unique situations in every relationship. So if you want me to understand your particular situation so I can give you your particular set of instructions, you do need to book a coaching session. And if you want to do that, just go to my bio, click on the link tree, click the one-on-one button, and book yourself in for a session by following the 3 steps. I don't do bedroom stuff on here. I do that on one-on-one coaching if you want, but I don't do them on lives or on my TikToks. How can I know if the man's taking me serious? If you use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule. So no kissing, no sleepovers for 3 months. If they stay around, they're serious about starting a relationship with you. I just ordered say yes to goodness. I love it. Love advice. I feel attracted to my boyfriend more in person than on FaceTime. That's normal, right? Like we weren't, like we have a fundamental design, right? Talking to devices is not necessarily normal for us. We're supposed to live in a jungle. We're supposed to survive off this planet, off the natural resources of this planet. That's why processed foods don't work well in our bodies. They create diseases in our bodies because it's not natural for us. Of course, you're going to feel more attracted in person than you are on a device that actually isn't a person. Hello. Uh, from Buddy, hello. Love it. Love the Paris. Let's see, let's get some music going. So charming. So charming. How's the video, you guys? Is everything looking good? Sounding good? Oh, Charlie. Hello from Illinois. I love it. My global community. My people all over the world. Can two people with different communication maturity work it out? Everything's possible. I just ordered a fixed session for my mom. Want to see her happy. I love that. Thank you, my love. My girlfriend is way too clingy. What do I do? Way too clingy. What do I do? Oh, just lost connection. Looks and sounds good. Hi in Ireland. Can you forgive and take a cheater back if you want? But I think it takes a very particular set of circumstances. And if you want to know if you should take yours back, I do suggest you get a one-on-one coaching session. How do you address gaslighting in a relationship? Again, like I wouldn't be with somebody who's lying, right? I wouldn't be with somebody who's trying to fool me. But I don't know in your situation what you mean by gaslighting. What do you think about dating young, 18, 17? Lots of people have said it's bad. They're wrong. They're actually wrong. They're actually wrong. Oh, I froze. Did I unfreeze? Tell me if I unfroze, you guys. Thank you. Tell me if I unfroze. Tell me if I unfroze. I unfroze. Okay, good, good, good. I don't want to offend her by handing her the book. What else can I do? Then you have to explain to her that she needs to understand how to balance her life and her relationship, and she needs to get a purpose so that she stops making you her purpose. I don't know if I'm confusing safety in a relationship with it being boring. I was hurt before. So that's a particular situation. For particulars, you guys, we do need to do a coaching session because I need to dive into what is happening, the behaviors. Everybody exhibits different behaviors in their relationship. People have different backgrounds, so there's reasons why you got to where you are right now. But I do want us to let go of this notion that a relationship needs to be entertaining. It needs to be exciting, calm, peaceful, quiet is good, right? Like you have your fun in the minutes, in the moments. Like sometimes I wrestle with my husband. Every day we make out, but not every day he's, feeling like intimate. Sometimes he's got stuff on his mind. So it's okay for relationships to calm down and for it to only have moments where it's like, oh, this is neat. Do you think high school relationships can last into adulthood? Everything is possible. Hello from Chelsea, London. Hi. Let me see. Seeing someone 6 months, no for years, being able to call this a relationship or boyfriend and girlfriend, not without his consent, right? So before you're kissing and having sex with people, you should have a conversation that you want a committed relationship. Before you kiss, you need to have that conversation and tell them what it is that you want. If you play the hoping game and you're 6-7 months in going, is this committed yet? That's on you. You didn't make it clear that you weren't going to be kissing and having sex with somebody that wasn't committing to a long-term relationship with you. Um, Boring and no compatibility is not. But again, like, we're messed up with our definitions, you guys. Like, seriously, like, people are getting in relationships with hardworking men who are building a life with them, and they're saying they're not making an effort. So there's a lot of things that need to be rethought in terms of what a healthy relationship is. That's why if you're unclear, get a coaching session. Because very often I talk to people who think things are not going well or they have a shitty partner. It turns out they have a great partner, but their perspective is off. How do you know if they're a narcissist? They don't care about anybody but themselves. Is it toxic to check a partner's phone? It's curiosity. It's toxic to keep rechecking when you haven't found anything. You're not saying to yourself, I know what I need to know. Yes, don't give them the cake and eat it too, then try to take it. No, you can take the cake back at any time you want. Like, if you realize you've been playing the hoping game, take the cake back. You can take it back anytime you want, because today's dating world is messed up. I am really. I want to take advantage of the daylight so that I don't have to use the lights. So here's the dating culture today, and this is why women are messed up. This is why relationships are messed up. This is why women are so angry, because the hoping game is used by selfish short-term thinkers to get what they want when they want it without the intention of getting in a relationship. And so they say there's a talking stage, and then there's a dating stage, and then maybe I commit. And all of these two stages, those first two stages, are kissing and having sex. Well, that's not what she wants. She's doing the kissing and having sex because she thinks this brings you into a relationship. That's not true. Men who want a relationship don't need to be kissing and having sex to figure out who you are and whether or not you're compatible enough for a relationship for them. But guys will tell you, you have to. I need to know the chemistry. I need to know the chemistry. And that's a bullshit line to fool you into kissing and having sex so that they get what they want when they want it. And then 6-7 months down the road, when you're like, well, is it a relationship now or what? Then they go, oh, well, I'm not ready for a relationship. So ladies, we need to quit with the talking stage and then the dating stage and then the commitment. You tell them, I'm looking for a committed long-term relationship, and I'm using a no kissing for 3 months dating rule to make sure I choose the right person. And if they're like, I can't wait 3 months for first kiss, it wasn't about starting a relationship. How long should I wait to start talking to other men after breakup? You can start now, immediately. Just use a no kissing, no sleepovers dating rule to make sure you don't get sucked into something before you're ready. You don't get sucked into a relationship with someone you don't know and it's a disaster again. What's your opinion on meeting multiple people while the talking stage? So the talking stage is just talking, right? Right? Who's this? I can't read your name. So the talking stage. So what's your opinion on meeting multiple people while the talking stage? Let's just clarify. Is the talking stage just talking, or is the talking stage kissing and having sex? Because if you're saying kissing and having sex, that's not a talking stage because your mouth is preoccupied. Since you're not kissing and having sex, you're not in a relationship. Yes, you should be talking to multiple people at once. Absolutely, 100% you should. Why would you put blinders on? I'm getting to know you, and I can only get to know one person at a time. That's ridiculous. You're going to waste so much time. If it's going to take 10 more people to get to the right one, talk to 10 people at once and pick the right one. You'll find your person in 3 months. But if each person, 10 people, is 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, that's 30 months to get to your person. Is it okay to feel like you're more mature than your partner? I feel like the man adult sometimes. So if you want someone on your level, then get someone on your level. Use that no kissing for 3 months dating rule to be with someone on your level, to choose someone on your level. That's what I did. My husband, He's he's above my level, and I like that. I like that I chose. Hi from Hollywood. I like that I chose somebody who inspires me to level up even more. So it's okay if you're a level up from your partner. Are they inspired by you? Are they working to level up? Are they, always working on their evolution? What does it mean if we feel guilty talking to multiple people during the talking stage? It means you've been brainwashed. That's what it means. It means you've been brainwashed to think that you can only consider one person at a time. And again, you're not kissing and having sex, right? You're not kissing and having sex. You don't owe anybody anything. We dumped that motherfucker. I don't have my bell. I'm sitting in my living room right now, but good. Yes. Amazing. Amazing. Good for you. How do you feel about the emotionally unavailable men? I think we misdefine men. I think we misunderstand and we misdefine them. Men don't talk about their feelings the way we do. Men don't need to work things out verbally the way we want to. And they don't want to vomit on us. They don't want to weigh us down. They don't want to put their problems on us and burden us. So I don't know who in particular you're talking about and what are the behaviors they exhibit, but often women say, thank you. Often women say emotionally unavailable just because they're not acting like a woman. So men don't say their feelings, they show their feelings. It's in their behavior. So I've had people say, emotionally unavailable. Okay, what does he do? Oh, look at all the love and all of his behaviors. Think I made the mistake of dating and committing right away instead of getting to know my ex. Of course, I did that so many times. Do you think the chase game is real? That girls need to be the mouse and not the cat? 100%. I actually do. That's not toxic masculinity. We are designed differently. It's not toxic masculinity. Look at how we're made on the outside. Do we look different? Yeah. Look at how our chemical makeup is. Are we chemically different? Yeah. Testosterone, estrogen, we are made different. Men actually become more woman-like when they become primary caregivers to children. But there is a fundamental design that we are born with, right? Women notice fine detail more, are more empathetic because we have the babies with us. So from day one, we have to be that way. Men, really good with directions. They kind of retreat and then they come back, and that's because they're supposed to go hunt and come back. But when a man becomes a primary caregiver, he becomes more empathetic. He starts to notice fine detail more. So we are adaptive creatures, but a man's nature isn't to talk his emotions all the time. It's to show it through his actions. I love you. I bring you food. I love you. I give you shelter. I love you. I protect you. I think it's toxic on women to look at what they do and dismiss what they do and not be appreciative of what they do. I think that's toxic. How do we do the 3-month no kissing rule if the relationship is long distance? If you are getting boyfriend level attention, if you are getting to know them, if they are including you in their life, it counts. If they're introducing you to their friends, if they're showing you, like, hey, check out this girl, right? They're showing you off to people, their friends, their family, the people who are important to them. How do you take a selfie or to kiss? Girl, you fucked up. I can't say it more plainly than that. You created a chemical that told your brain you know what you need to know. You literally created a chemical that's an aphrodisiac, an amphetamine, and an antidepressant. I bet it feels pretty good right now. I bet it feels amazing. I bet you're like, oh my God, this guy is great. And I bet you feel like you know so much about him that you don't actually know. That you don't actually know. And that's because you created a chemical called phenylethylamine. Is it ever worth taking back a cheater? It really depends, and it's a super small margin. If you're thinking about it, get a coaching session. Don't just stumble back into that relationship. During the 3-month no kissing rule, could you still do cheek kisses for a show of intimacy? 100%. No kissing doesn't mean no affection. Kissing and affection are different things. And this is the great thing about this rule is you guys all think that intimacy starts at kissing. You can build intimacy before kissing. And if you can't, if you don't kiss them. Don't kiss somebody you're not already feeling intimate with. If you take 3 months and build intimacy with this person because you like them more and more and you feel warm and fuzzy and you show that warm fuzzy through your affection, you are building intimacy. The more you get to know each other and like each other and show how much you like each other before you kiss, the more real intimacy you are creating. Going straight for the kiss at the 4th date creates false intimacy. If you can create genuine affection before a kiss, that is real intimacy. Don't kiss somebody that you don't create real intimacy with. I love the honesty and bluntness. Thank you, my love. What if he's a good guy but isn't attractive at all in looks? My husband is not the hottest dude in the world, but he's the hottest dude in the world because I got to know him. And I love him and he's amazing. And like, seriously, like 2 days ago, literally 2 days ago, I walked in the shop and I saw him hop out of a forklift and I went, I go, baby, stop doing that. And it's like, he knows what I mean when I say that. Every time I say, baby, stop it. It's because I just found him so sexy. And I find him so sexy because his character, his confidence, right? So if you don't find them attractive right away, give it time. What does punching mean? That's a new term. I don't know that one. Does punching mean like punching up? What's punching? If a guy adds a bunch of X's online after you guys broke up, what does it mean? It means fuck all. It means nothing. It means nothing. It means you need to move forward. It means you need to stop looking at him. It means you need to block him. It means you need to define your next relationship. Punching above his weight. So I think both of us in a way are punching above our weight. Oh, maybe not me. So the thing is his confidence, with his level of confidence, it's not hard for him to get an attractive woman. So if he lacked confidence and looked the way he did, he would be. But he's a confident man. He's confident and he's hardworking, so I wouldn't say he's punching above his weight. What if he's a nice guy but not what I want? What should I do? Give it at least 3 months. Like, give it 3 months to get to know him, hang out with him, talk to him, find out who he is. If there's some things about him, like my husband's wardrobe was like seriously outdated. And so I was like, hey, you should, go shopping for some new clothes and take me with you and I'll pick out your new clothes. And I did. It's like, oh, damn, you look better now. I said, you would look 10 years younger if you shaved your goatee. He did. I'm like, oh, damn, you look better now. I said, hey, have you ever tried teeth whiteners? And he did. He started using it. I was like, oh, damn, you look better now. So don't be afraid to make suggestions of things that you think he could improve on that would make his looks better. Advice on unresolved trust issues. Does one of your books address this? So Fix That Shit would help you with that for sure, because it helps you deal with your thoughts and your emotions and the behaviors that you feel compelled to do. You can also take my No More Insecurity program. Pickup lines as icebreakers. They have to be funny. They have to be funny. Don't make her groan. Make her laugh. If you make her laugh, goal, baby. Ladies in the comments. Ladies in the comments. If a guy comes up to you and makes you laugh, how likely are you to let him talk to you some more? I'm Scorpio. How to have a healthy conversation about boundaries. Fix That Shit is the best book I've ever read for helping my anxiety. Yes, yes, indeed. Very, Men, take note. Take note. Be funny. Be funny. Sense of humor, everything. When people ask me, how do you know he's a one of the things I talk about is makes you laugh more than anybody else. We, like, seriously, if you can make us laugh. Hi, Michelle. Yes, I am. Actually, I want to take advantage of daylight today. I didn't want to sit in front of the lights. I'm starting to wake up and my eyes, it's cones, but the cones in my eyes are starting to get damaged by the lights. So when I wake up in the morning, I have it's almost like as though there's gauze over my eyesight. And so I want to take it easy on my eyes a little bit. So I really wanted to take advantage of daylight. Definitely getting fix that shit. Yes, yeah. Seriously, you guys, fix that shit is like, I don't ask you to do anything I haven't done myself, right? So everything in that book is what I do so that we don't fight. And also it's what brought me peace. It's all the steps that brought me inner peace. And so it really does help you. If you do what's in that book, it really does help you. Are there really men that won't cheat? Of course there are. Of course there are. Doesn't get free time enough, and the reason I call so much is because I'm overly stressed. Sounds like a coaching session, love. What are some good tests for new relationship other than the 3-month no kissing? So during those 3 months, what's happening? Does he bring you to his place? Does he introduce you to his friends? Does he introduce you to the people who are important to him? Do you know where he works? Like, actually, not just what he told you. Like, do you actually, like, could you bring him a coffee at work? Has he shown that he listens to what you say and applies it? Is he respectful? Lots of things to look for. This is why you need to read No More Assholes. I wear blue light blocking glasses when I study all day. It helps a lot. And I've thought about that, but like, y'all, do you really want to y'all want to see me wearing glasses on my lives? Grim, can you DM me the ones that you got, by the way? Because I know there's like a ton of different brands out there. Advice on active listening. So hello, love. I'm buying all your books. I love you. So a really good exercise for active listening is the what else exercise. My day's been amazing. Like, it's a nice chill day today. There's some really cute ones. Send me some links, you guys, to like really cute blue blocking glasses. I got clear ones. I'll send you. Ooh, awesome. Okay. I focus and open body language is good for listening. So there is an exercise I call the what else. When your partner comes to you and starts talking about their problems, your vibe is so calming. Thank you. What you're going to do is grab a piece of paper and like mentally divide it in half. And like, the left side is problems and the right side is solutions. And when they talk about their first problem, condense it into a sentence or two and say, is this what you mean? And when they say yes, write it down. Say, what do you feel the solution would be? And when they tell you that, write it down. Then say, what else? And then do that with the next one. And then say, what else? And then do that again with the next one. Thank you. How do you deal with relationship anxiety? You can get Fix That Shit, or you can take my No More Insecurity course, No More Insecurity program, or you can, grab a few coaching sessions. But it really starts with meditation, and then there's a lot that you can layer on top of that. But I find that people do really well for getting over insecurity by working one-on-one with me, because I always individualize everything when I work with you guys. There are situations that pop up that are common for you that I can help you work through and understand. Should I give him multiple chances even after he disrespected me when angry and owns up to it after? That's abusive, right? Like, I'm so sorry, and then they do it again. You have such a soothing voice I could listen to all day. Thank you. What are your thoughts on reaching out 3 days after a breakup? I don't know who you broke up with, right? So I don't know who you broke up with. I don't know the reasons why you broke up. I don't know if there's things that you need to apologize for. I don't know. It all depends on the situation. How can I avoid conflict with my husband? Every time we talk, it's an argument because we confuse. So fix that shit. Do what is and fix that shit. Is it ever possible that a serial cheater can change? Time to walk away. Absolutely, time to walk away. 100%. 100%. If he cheated on me, does it mean he will cheat on her too? Oh, so yeah. Seriously. So like, let's say you got with somebody who cheated on their partner. The rule is if he'll cheat with you, he's likely to cheat on you. So probably. I might get those. What if your significant other feels silly trying things like this? What if they don't want to? Then, you can focus on you, by the way. Fix That Shit is all about focusing on you. So you can try what's and fix that shit, focus on you, become an emotional leader. Like, that's what I did with my husband. But like, look, when they're unloading on you, say, I just want to make sure I understand this, right? So who's not okay with that? Who's not okay with you writing down what they're saying? Who's not okay with you making sure you understand and you will retain this information? If they're like, no, don't write it down, say, well, then you can't expect me to maintain understanding of you. If you can't let me do my process for understanding you, you can't expect me to be a functional part of this relationship. Thank you for responding. Love your post. Thank you. New appointment with Zuli. He told me he found another woman beautiful and I got mad about it. Is that normal? Did I overreact? Do you not have a celebrity crush? Guys, in the comments, who's your celebrity crush? How to get over a first love. My celebrity crush is Robert Downey Jr. I also think, what's his? I love your content. Thank you. Bradley Cooper. Hot stuff. Brad Pitt. Hot. Drake. Orlando Bloom. Right? Chris Hemsworth. Harry Styles. Aza. Where do you meet people? Online. Ian. Yeah. So, it's Jason Momoa, Megan Fox, Seth Rogen, right? He's funny. Yeah, of course. He lost some weight too. So you see the face. You see the face now. It's like, oh, look at you. So it's normal for us to find other people attractive. It's normal. If you turned it into a fight, you turned a little thing into a big fight. Gee, told my man if he ever said she was bomb, I'd be like, yes, right? I just bought Fix That Shit. Hope it helps me get over past trauma responses. If you do what's in that book, can't just read it, you have to do it. This is a manual. Should I reach out first when I've had them on delivery since February? I miss them. No, leave it. It's an X for a reason. Leave it. Tom Hiddleston. How to deal with a partner who processes problems alone. I process by speaking to others. So go talk to others. He can process alone and that's okay, right? It's okay. Everybody's allowed to be how they are. Everybody's allowed to process how they want to process. You go talk to people, go get some perspective. He's going to go work it out in his head. That's very common with men. Very common with men. Is it normal my boyfriend is hesitant to tell his kids I'm his girlfriend after a year? No, it's not. That's not your boyfriend, by the way. You're not included in his life. You're not boyfriend and girlfriend until you are included in their life, which is why I say don't kiss people who don't include you in their life. It's a year and you're still not boyfriend and girlfriend. He's still getting the free sex. People who don't like animals are a red flag. I kind of agree. I love your advice on the 3 month no kissing. Yes, it works. It works, you guys. I cannot overstate how well this rule works. How to deal with ex and women he cheated with playing happy family with kids. Mind your own business, right? Like, mind your own business. Not my business, not my chair, not my problem, not my business. Mind your own business. Take your eyes off of them. Stop poking yourself in the eye, which is what you are doing. You are poking yourself in the eye. Focus on you. What are you going to do to be happy? You're letting your obsession with them make you unhappy. Stop looking at them. It's kind of weird by going by. Every time you're looking at them and seething, I want you to take your eyes off of them and go, how am I going to focus on me right now? How am I going to define my next relationship? How am I going to go get my next partner? How about I save some money and get a coaching session with Canada's dating coach so that I can actually learn to calm my emotions and manifest my future and the goodness that I'm going to step into. What if your boyfriend doesn't communicate his emotions to you and finds some emotional needs cringe? Fix that shit, my love. You need to understand. You need to understand how to deal with yourself. You need to understand how to understand him. I'm included constantly, always around the kids and involved in their life, just not titled the girlfriend. Well, then get the fuck out, right? Like, I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who's not in a relationship with me. You're not the girlfriend, right? Like, you're not the girlfriend. I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who's not in a relationship with me. Do you want a relationship? If you're not the girlfriend, this isn't a relationship. So tell him, I love you and I care about you, but I'm not going to be in a relationship with somebody who's not in a relationship with me. When you want to introduce me as your girlfriend, we'll talk about getting back into a relationship, but until then, we are not in a relationship. That means I am single. That means no more kissing, no sleepovers. No sex, no kissing. If you're not in a relationship and you want a relationship, no sex, no kissing, no sex. He doesn't get to have you and not give you what you want when you want a relationship. You are wasting your time. I've been waiting to join the daytime live. Yes. What to expect a ghoster to come back, and what do you do? Don't expect a ghoster to come back. And why are you hung up on a ghoster? Why aren't you looking for your person? Why are you looking at the person who's walked away from you? What if you're dating to marry and not be a girlfriend? Well, that's what I'm talking about, my love. It's know what you want, right? Know what you want, and don't get in a relationship with somebody who's not aligned with what you want. Open relationships, open marriage, whatever consenting adults do, and they're happy, I have no problem with that. So do you want to get in a relationship but not get married? Find somebody who wants a long-term relationship but not marriage. Do you want to get married? Find somebody who wants marriage. Always know your fundamental values, and don't kiss somebody who's not aligned with you, because otherwise you're just wasting your time playing the hoping game. Boyfriend and I are taking a break. I want to use the time to work on being less codependent. Tips. Fix That Shit and Custom Made. These are the two books that are going to help you understand how to have a healthy relationship and not be codependent, because you know what your purpose is and you're putting your energy into your purpose. Your life, what you are designed to do, what you are here to do, what your passion is your cake. That is your getting up in the morning and living a fulfilling life. Your partner is the icing on your cake. That is the pleasure at the end of the day. Those kisses, that affection, the sharing of your day, what was good, what was bad. What if he's stubborn and never admits he's wrong? Are you doing a 3-part apology? Do you take responsibility for your behaviors every single time you do something that you know you could have done better? I'm sorry for. I realize the emotional outcome this had on you. This is my plan for not doing this again. Are you meditating? What if your partner is bad at reassurance? They don't have to constantly reassure you. You should make a cheat sheet. Write down everything they say and do to prove to you that they love you and are devoted to you. And when you need reassurance, go to your cheat sheet. Don't make your partner repeat themselves, because that's where the relationship with you becomes tiring. If they have to constantly repeat themselves, you are being tiring. Don't do that. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram because I do a coaching giveaway every month, and the May giveaway is coming up soon. The cheat sheet tip is genius. Don't I know it? Oh, custom made, good idea. Yes. Yeah. Also, who wants a notification when I go live? So I do. I'll make one, yes. Yeah. So give it like a good half hour, right? Write down everything. Put yourself in his shoes. Ask yourself, if he was here, what would he have me write down? Me. Okay, my loves, those of you who want a notification when I go live, click my picture, my little picture up here. Once or twice, you're going to get a pop-up. In the pop-up is a bell. Click on the bell when you do that. Say, I just did. My favorite tips, meditate. My two favorite tips for like a healthy relationship is to meditate and make sure you kiss your partner every day. Minimum 2 kisses a day, minimum 5 seconds each. My two favorite tips for finding the right relationship is meditate and clearly define your next relationship so that you recognize that person when they're in front of you. Is it normal for your spouse to act different in front of other people? Sure, we chameleon. It's normal for people. It's funny because I don't know if I still do this or not, but my husband used to say that he didn't like my online persona because it was different. I don't know if now he feels like I'm more myself because I'm more used to it. I just did. Welcome, I just did. Used your advice, and I've been showing my gratitude so much and noticed a difference in him right away. Yes, Ninja Mind Tricks. Ninja Mind Tricks, you guys. Ninja Mind Tricks. I'm all over the Ninja Mind Tricks in relationships. Absolutely. A good man is making an effort to be a good man. When you show him, you recognize his effort. When you say, thank you, I appreciate that, you're such a good man, he's like, recognition. I love that. And we want to be understood, right? The most primal need we have is we seek to be understood. When you communicate that you see what your partner is doing, they grow, they rise. And you know, when you say like you're such a good man, we always want to rise up to the best impression people have of us. If you're working at a employment place and your boss says, you're so amazing, you're always so responsible, do you not make it a point to be more responsible? We rise into the best impression people have of us. So when you tell your man, I see what you do and I think you're amazing, they're like, damn, I love being amazing. So they continue being amazing. 2 years, your partner's not ready yet. Ask him when. Tell him what your timeline is. All right? Listen, your life is not dependent on other people. Your life is dependent on you. When do you want to move in with a partner? When do you want to be married by? When do you want to be engaged by? When do you want to move in with somebody? Have that conversation. Say, I've been doing some thinking. These are my goals and this is my timeline. What about you? And if they don't match up, or they're like, I don't know, say, well, I need to know that I'm in the right relationship, which means I need to know that I'm with somebody who shares my goals and my timeline. Is it okay to not share your vulnerability to your spouse? You absolutely can share what you want or not share what you want. It's totally fine. Been using your advice and feel less anxious about the relationship and free, and I enjoy it more. I love you. 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 What if he's stubborn, never admits when he's wrong? We already answered that. Do you believe a woman should submit to her husband? I have a problem with this belief. No. Listen, there's ninja mind tricks. Yes, I'm on early. There's ninja mind tricks to having a happy, healthy, problem-free relationship. It's not submitting, it's being functional. Now, some relationships have gender roles and some don't. I'm quite feminist. My first marriage, we did everything 50-50. This one, we have gender roles. But the work schedule of my husband in each of those marriages was very different. So my first husband worked a 9 to 5, basically. It was like, 7 to 4, or 8 to 4 or something. Whereas this one works 80 to 100 hours a week. So I'm not going to ask him to vacuum, right? So he chooses to pay the bills because his business requires so much of his time. So he carries 100% of the financial burden of the household because his work requires all of his time. And it's easier for him to make money than it is for him to vacuum. So I take care of the housekeeping, but let's just be honest here. The money that I save not paying into the financial burden is money that I spend on a housekeeper. I actually save even more that way. Our 3 with no kissing rule is over in 10 days. I'm nervous. Words of advice. So cute. Okay, here's the thing, my love. People bring the technique they used from other people, right? Like everybody's different. Everybody's different. And so my husband, the first time he kissed me, it was a horrible kiss because it was like, blah, 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 right? I'm not that kind of kisser. I'm a lip kisser. So when the first time we kissed, he was like all about the tongue. And I was like, oh, I go, let me show you how I like to be kissed. So like kissing is an intimate moment, right? So if when he goes to kiss you, the technique isn't what you like, I want you to pull back just enough to break the kiss. Just enough to break the kiss. That's it. Don't pull all the way back. Just enough to break the kiss so you don't break the intimacy. And then you're going to say, let me show you how I like to be kissed. That way, in a sweet, sultry, gentle way, so that he's not rejected or offended. How rich is my husband? Probably like 3 million now, like in assets. Like, like if he sold his business, it's like, the property, the equipment, the business, like the clients, it would be like 3 million. When do the 3 months start? When you match online or after the first date? When you come together face to face, when they show up for you. No, not too bad. When I met him, he was just starting his business. In order to buy this property, he actually borrowed 20 grand from me. But I'm super proud of him. He's very, very, very hardworking, very dedicated. He's successful because he worked at it and he has vision. He's very responsible. So I just, you were so honest about that. Yeah. He's amazing. And we, like I love watching him grow and evolve and have this just ambition. Like his ambition is so on fire. It's so cool. Do 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 do. Yes, you're so welcome, love. I had to do the same thing. Relationship with an addict, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, my love. Don't do it. They need to go get help. They need to hit rock bottom. Don't be in a relationship with an addict. They need to hit rock bottom. They need to lose you so that they go get the help they need. They gotta lose you. They have to lose you. Sorry, my love. Don't do it. Almost done reading Fix That Shit. Now I need another book. Get Say Yes to Goodness. What book is the 3-month rule? That's No More Assholes. Yeah, try Say Yes to Goodness. If you don't know what your purpose is, you can also try Custom Made. Modern dating apps, great, fantastic way to meet people. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Did you start meditating yet? I want to get the whole world meditating. Oh, if we could get the whole world meditating, it would be so good. What if you already kissed or been dating, then you've already introduced the chemical that acts as an amphetamine in your brain and your inside is not it's not 100% clear. How do you figure out your role in the relationship? So like, my husband works 80 to 100 hours, right? My role is like caregiver. I give him comfort. I give him like physical comfort in terms of like, is your book for sale in Norway? It's anywhere you get Amazon, you can get my books. Just started. I'm warming up to it more each time. I love it. Love it. So, like my, how do you figure us? Like, I'm just thinking about my first marriage versus my second one, right? Like my role in this relationship is necessitated by the amount of hours that my husband works. Whereas I really, in a way, didn't have much of a role in my first marriage because my first husband was very much into his hobbies. We did rock climbing together, so we did have that hobby together. What if I'm starting to regret seeing my ex on and off? I miss who I was before. So don't talk about your life as though you have no control, right? You can stop seeing your ex. That's okay. Is wanting a long-term relationship but not forever reasonable to search for? You can have anything you want. You need to communicate it before you kiss. Why did your last relationship not work? Because we had no intimacy. My husband would come home from work and go into his hobby, and then we'd have supper together, and then he'd go back to his hobby, and then we would cuddle a bit before bed, and then we would go sleep in separate bedrooms, and we did this for years. We didn't kiss intimately. We had sex once every 2 months. Sometimes we didn't even kiss during sex. Seeing a guy for 3 months and doesn't call you a girlfriend but tells his family he's very serious about me. So did you see him tell his family? Because there's a difference between what they tell you and what reality is. It's not reality until you've witnessed it. Just because they tell you doesn't mean it's true. No kissing, no sleepovers, no sex until you've met their family, until you've met their friends, until they brought you into their life, until you've been to their place. And so if somebody can't wait 3 months for kissing and sex, it wasn't about starting a relationship with you. Yeah. Sometimes the truth hurts. Why did you guys sleep in different rooms? Because I work nights. I used to be a stripper. So I get home at 2:30 in the morning, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. And, more often than not, 3 o'clock. I need my Doritos. I eat some Doritos before bed. I used to have a better, seriously, like my job was a workout, so I could eat Doritos before bed and that'd be fine. But I mean, I get to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning, right? 3:30-ish in the morning is when I would get to bed. And my husband's alarm would start going off at 6:15. And here's the thing, like he had to be at work at 7. His work was 10 minutes away. He would snooze 4 times before getting up. And so the first time I'd fall back asleep. The second time it'd take me longer to fall back asleep. After the third time, I'm awake, right? And so it took me a lot longer to fall back asleep. So it was upsetting to me that he would snooze so many times and just like absolutely wake me up at, by 6:45 in the morning after just a few hours of sleep. What if you did that before knowing what you know, right? How do you know you're compatible? That's just it, my love. Like I'm trying to help people so that they don't end up in relationships with strangers, so that they don't end up committing to someone who isn't committed to them. But you can get No More Assholes, and you can use the advice in there to help you gauge who he is. Met friends and have been included in life, but his family lives far away. Is he committing to a relationship? Don't kiss him until there's a relationship commitment. Would you recommend guys read your books, or are they written for girls? So it is a woman-to-woman conversation. It's a woman-to-woman conversation, but you reading my books means you actually get to understand us. Must have married my ex. So, and you can use the tips as well, right? Like all the tips I put in my books, whether it's Fix That Shit or No More Assholes, you can use. So you can meditate, you can use the confidence boosting, you can use the approach that I write in there. You know, don't smile coyly like Princess Diana, right? It's one of the things I wrote in the woman's book. You know, there's some things obviously that aren't going to fully apply to you, but you can 100% use the advice in there. Thank you, my love. Do 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 la 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 la. Can you rebuild trust and respect in a relationship? Everything is possible. How do you know all this stuff, and why isn't this common knowledge, right? So I know all this stuff, I think, because did your second husband pursue me? Oh yeah, he did. Oh yes, he did. I'm his biggest investment. So I know this stuff because honestly, like when I say custom made, I mean custom made. Like I exist to know this. My brain is geared to pick up the cues, to dissect it, to really understand how we function, to want to understand how we function, to seek the knowledge on how we function. My life has been created so that I have gone through the experiences that I'm teaching you guys how to get yourselves out of. So everything combines together to make me the perfect teaching tool. So that's part of it. Wait a second. And why isn't this common knowledge was the second part of your question. Because if you knew this, all of this, if you guys all did what I taught you how to do, there's a lot of things that be working very differently in this world right now. Where are my meditators? Say, here I am. All my meditators. Those of you who've been meditating for at least a few weeks, say, here I am. Love your hair. Thank you. I saw some stuff go by. Do make sure you repost, you guys, but I want to make a point first. Is there anybody here who's been meditating for more than a few weeks? Here I am. Okay, my here I ams, my meditators. Have you noticed a decreased desire to shop, to buy things? Have you noticed that? Here I am, all my here I ams. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I do have a meditation resource button in the link tree in my bio. There you go. We got 1. We got 2. Right? So it's called retail therapy for a reason, because you were anxious. When you have relationship anxiety, you shop to ease your anxiety. When you shrink your amygdala, when you reduce the fight or flight in your brain, when you reduce your capacity to feel stress, fear, and anxiety, because that's what your amygdala is. It is the part of your brain that feeds you stress, fear, and anxiety responses. When you shrink that part of your brain and you feel less anxious, you do less compulsive, anxious behaviors. Now, why isn't meditation common knowledge? How to have a peaceful relationship, common knowledge? Well, because you being anxious makes you a great consumer. Especially with the comfort in the home, yeah. It's changed everything. My body dismantled all my inner pain, right? I know. It's so good. It helps so much, especially being in lockdown, yes. Yeah, I need to meditate. So for those of you who want to start meditating, grab any one of my books. If you, like, seriously, my books are all 7 steps. Meditation, clarity, overcoming fear, connecting, discovery, intimacy, love. These are the 7 steps to achieving whatever it is you want, from finding the right relationship, being the right partner in your relationship, or even discovering what your passion is. You're calling me out here. I either overeat and then purge, or retail therapy. Yes, your videos help me be a better husband. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love this. Love this. And so Right. So the first step is grounding. So the first step is meditation in all of my books. So guys, do take the What Book is Right for Me quiz in the link tree in my bio. It's gonna list all of my books, and beside each one there's a little percentage bar. It's so cute, you guys. It shows you like what percentage do you like, how bad do you want to read this. It literally tells you how bad you want to read each of my books and list them in the order that you want to read them in. When did you start your career? 2015. I'm less tiring because of your videos. I love you. Love you. Love you. Oh, I love you guys. You make me so happy. Oh, so happy. So happy. Hello, lovely. I love this. You guys are amazing. Amazing. Love this conversation. You have a book quiz. Yes. Go into the link to my bio and take the What Book is Right for Me quiz. The quiz was so good. Yes, it's so cute. It's like 20 questions, yes or no. Like you get through it super fast. I found someone I like to be serious with. How do I proceed? No kissing, no sleepovers for 3 months. Get no more assholes. Make sure they get at least a 9 out of 12 on the 12 character traits. I think I'm a tiring girlfriend, especially recently because I had a lot happen in the last year. You do need to start meditating. Get fix that shit, my love. It's going to teach you how to deal with your own emotions so you don't vomit into your relationship. Yeah. Oh. I want to call my husband. But I'm on my phone. I want to call my husband, but I'm on my phone. Let me see. Oh, I fed him at 3. Yeah, he's probably going to be getting hungry. How do you stop projecting your past trauma on other people? So you do need to deal with your emotions, right? So either you get fix that shit. Can I buy a physical copy? Yes, you guys. You can get my books on Amazon. You can get my books on Amazon or like anywhere you buy books online, but Amazon is like the best option. So you can get fix that shit, start doing what is in that book, because that's definitely something I needed to learn how to do. Or you can do coaching sessions with me. But it starts with meditation and choosing silence. So making yourself the solution to your problems instead of making your partner the solution. And it's okay to go to your partner for comfort, but you need to say to them, baby, I had a hard day. Can you just put your arms around me and tell me everything is going to be okay? Instruct them on how to comfort you. Instruct them. Men cheat because they have low thoughts in themselves. That is a reason. Another one is the relationship has become susceptible. And what I mean by that is the two of you are not relationshiping well, and you are vomiting on each other. You are tearing each other down. You are not seeing the effort the other person makes. And so because you're constantly tearing each other down, not contributing love, not contributing intimacy, not contributing growth, not contributing building up your partner, which is an important component in a relationship, the relationship becomes susceptible. We cheat because the other person made us feel better about ourselves. So if you're the person who makes your partner feel good about themselves, there's zero reason for them to cheat. What makes the partner feel good? When you say, thank you for that, baby, I appreciate you, you're such a good man. When you give them those 2 kisses every day and have daily intimacy in your relationship. When you don't fight with your partner and instead you practice my number 1 relationship rule. It's not fair to ask for anything you're not willing to do first. Do you want your partner to take responsibility for their behavior? Take responsibility for your behavior. Do you want your partner to understand you? Understand them. So don't let your relationship become susceptible to cheating because all you do is shit on each other and tear each other down. Met someone in a relationship, don't know what to do other than wait. Block. If he'll cheat with you, he'll cheat on you. Why is he in a relationship looking for a relationship? Why is he entertaining the thought of a relationship while he's in a relationship? Do you want that kind of partner who's in a relationship looking outward? My partner wants access to my phone 24/7. I've never done anything to make him not trust me. So, and you get access to his, right? 24/7? And that's on facts. Hello. You get access to his 24/7, right? I'm going to wait for your answer. Because it better be yes. If it isn't, dump the motherfucker. How do you translate the behavior of a man? Like, how do I, or how can people in general? Like, you do need to understand, you know, their build, right? He never leaves his phone anywhere for me to have that opportunity. Well, that's just fair. Like, so say to him, baby, it's not fair to ask for anything you're not willing to do first. You can have access to my phone 24/7. I want access to your phone 24/7. No, that's my private. Well, baby, it's not fair to ask for anything you're not willing to do first. So I'm going to put a password on my phone so that you can't get in it. And extremely jealous. I run my own business, and guys message to buy stuff. Upsets him. Dump him today. Dump him today. Dump him today. Honestly, dump him today. You need a confident man. You need somebody who's not controlling. You need somebody who's not abusive. When he wants to interfere with your work, that is abusive. He needs to go today. I don't know why your self-esteem is so low that you picked this one. Dump him today. Come get coaching sessions or get no more assholes, but this one has to go. He wants to come between you and work. He wants to control your mind and your emotions. He wants to control what happens in your life because he has issues. Do not keep this one. He has to go. My love, please watch more of my TikToks, but I'm telling you right now, this one has to go. You have picked yourself a toxic relationship. Get out now. Yeah. He has to go. Would you be willing to do in-person marriage therapy? I only do my sessions over Zoom, my love. Only over Zoom. What do you think of the red pill dating advice some guys are spreading nowadays? I think it's hilarious that they're so threatened by women's independence that they have to create a whole new language. He gotta go. 15 years with an addict. I need to break this toxic relationship. Come get coaching if you're not willing to do it yourself. Have you found that men stop cheating for someone? I haven't seen that yet. Haven't seen that yet. Possible to break up and reconcile as better people? Yes. Or should all breakups be permanent? No, my husband and I broke up a few times. I'm in love with this woman, but she wants kids and I don't. Nope. We spoke about it and I just don't want. You have to break it off. You have to break it off and cut her off and let her go. Your fundamental values are not aligned. Thanks to you and a few failed attempts on my part, I found such an amazing person. Yay, you're so welcome. I love it. Love it, love it. I love that. Where can I find the qualities you mentioned? The 12 character traits are in No More Assholes. Do you do Zoom? Yeah, I do Zoom coaching sessions. I don't call it therapy because technically you're supposed to have letters after your name to call it therapy. So it's coaching. So basically in a session, you come, you tell me what it is that's bothering you, what you need to change, what you want to change, what is it you want me to help you with. I will ask more questions. Like you're going to tell me, you know, the initial whatever. I'm going to ask more questions to help myself understand the situation better. Then I'm going to help you understand, you know, some things that you need to understand before we progress into the solution part. So you're going to tell me, I'm going to create understanding, and then we're going to talk about the tools you're going to use to turn this around to make it better. How do you know someone's cheating? You got to get the proof. You can't make an accusation without proof. So if you do want to get a coaching session, go into my bio and click on the link tree. There's a one-on-one button. Click on that. It takes you to a page. Follow the instructions on the page and you can book yourself in for a session. There are healthy body, mind, spirit men still out there. Yes, there are. How do you navigate feeling in limbo during an 8-year relationship? I would say get a coaching session, love, so that I can understand and give you the tools you need to navigate this. New to your life. What do you think so far? Guy I'm talking to gets mad if I don't respond to his messages ASAP. Find it controlling. It is controlling, and he has to go. He has to go. You have to dump him. Lots of people meet when one's in a relationship. Have you seen this work out? Yeah, me. I was married when I met my husband. I was working in a strip club. He was my client for 2.5 years. He was definitely a periphery male waiting for his mating opportunity. The man has like the patience of gods. So, you know, the thing is, I was very committed to my husband. That's why it took me so long to actually leave my marriage. But my husband was safe, right? Like my mom was abusive, my boyfriends were abusive, or they were cheaters, or like abusive cheaters. And so I finally met somebody who felt safe. And so I thought safety was it. Safety was the place to be. There was no intimacy in our relationship, but I was safe. I didn't realize I was sacrificing intimacy for safety until until the day I left my husband. And we had an open marriage towards the end because we were trying to fix the lack of intimacy. So we thought being intimate with other people was going to make it better, right? So, and the thing is, I didn't do anything without my husband's permission. I didn't do anything without my husband's permission. So I started playing with my current husband, with my first husband's permission. And I was writing out an email to a friend of mine. She's like, how are things going? And so I talked about how things were going with my current husband, and then talked about how things were going with my then husband. And I typed out what I described to you guys, which is, we live separate lives. We sleep in separate rooms. We have no intimacy. And I was just, I said, like, he comes home, he goes to his hobby, we eat supper together, he goes back to his hobby, we cuddle a bit before bed, and then we go to sleep in separate rooms. And I said, I don't know what we have in common anymore. And the moment I put the period on that sentence, I knew my relationship was over, because I realized I was not in a marriage. I was not in a marriage. And I had been battling this with him for years. The lack of intimacy, I've been battling it for years with him, trying to fix it. And that moment, I gave up. I was done. I was finished. And that was the day that I broke off my marriage. Life is too short to not be happy. Yeah. Read your book. I'm implementing the no kissing for 90 days. Ooh, I'm excited for you. I'm excited because there's 2 things that are going to happen. One, train wrecks are going to walk away. Guys that you thought were great in the beginning are you're going to be like, ooh, oh man, I'm so glad I didn't kiss that one, as they reveal themselves. 2, you're going to find somebody that you start liking more and more and more and more and more, and it's an incredible buildup. I love your story and your honesty. Literally buying all your books right now. I love you. I love you. Uncharted territory, yes. Did you ever start connecting with your new husband emotionally before your marriage ended? I did, and I didn't know it. I fell in love with him and I didn't know it. That's how much I was in denial. And the way that I knew that I fell in love with him without knowing it was, so, he would come see me at a strip club, right? And so after we started our relationship, for fun, I was like, let's go back to the club. I'll go work, right? I'll go freelance. And you come in and we'll pretend like this is the old days kind of thing, when he was just my customer. And I said, we'll go on the naughty side, because like this was like a, you know, people do everything kind of club, but there was like a naughty side, and then there's like just the regular stripper side. I said, we'll go on the naughty side. Oh, actually, that night we didn't go on the that was this, we did go on the naughty side, I think later, or a separate night. But we went back and we kind of recreated the scene, right? And we go into the VIP, and I'm sitting with him, and I'm feeling how I felt so many times before, but now I knew I was in love with him. And I went, oh my God, like I've been in love with you for longer than I knew. So yeah, I did get feelings for him. But I didn't know it. I would say to him, honestly, guys, I would say, I go, I'm really fond of you, right? Because like I was very fond of him. He's such a good person. He's such a good person. So I say, I'm very fond of you. And, but then I see him look at me with googly eyes, right? With the lovey eyes. And I go, you know, I don't love you. And he'd be like, I know. All right. Can we schedule an appointment with me? Yes, you can. Anybody who wants to get a one-on-one coaching session to clarify whatever they want to clarify, go to my bio, click on the link tree, click the one-on-one button. It takes you to a page. Follow the instructions. There are 3 steps to follow to book yourself in for a session. So go ahead and follow the instructions to book yourself in for a session. Do you and your ex-husband still communicate from time to time? So we were friends for years after we divorced. You know how like you start communicating less and less, and then somebody sends a message and the other person doesn't reply, and you're okay with that? That's how we fizzled out. So we fizzled out a long time ago, and that's okay. Like he restarted his life, right? Like he met Michelle, like he dated some, like we stayed friends, and he dated other people, and I was like, you need to use that no kissing for 3 months dating rule, because he kept dating girls that were 10 years younger than him, and they kept dumping him after 3 months. And I'm like, use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule, or stop talking to me about your love life, because this is getting repetitive. So he did, and a train wreck walked away, and then he met Michelle, and they waited, and she's great. And this is why I decided not to actually get a degree, because she's a child psychologist and she was finishing her PhD, and then she started working. And so I saw her finish up her PhD, and I saw her start working, and she talked to me about her journey, and I learned a lot from her. And it was because of her that I decided to drop out of university and work for myself, because I realized that working for an institution wasn't going to let me work my way, and I really wanted to do it my way. I was at their housewarming. They bought a beautiful home. I was at their son's first birthday party. So yeah, like we were still a party. They came to this housewarming where we are here. Sad for him, looking at you with the googly eyes. I know. So and so this is cute. Somebody said that's sad for him, looking at you with the googly eyes. So he would, I'd say, you know, I don't love you. And he'd go, I know. And then he'd think about that, and he'd go, that can't be, right? Because he was picking up on like our vibe, and our vibration together was really melding really super well. About 2 year books. I'm excited to read them. I love that. Possible to regain intimacy? Everything is possible. I would start with the 2 kisses a day, minimum 5 seconds each. How long was your first marriage? 5 years. How do you rekindle after no contact from a long-term relationship? Such a cute story. Do you want kids? I don't want kids. We were both fixed when we met. He'd already had I already had my tubes tied, and he'd already had a vasectomy. So very aligned. He knew. He did. He knew. He knew. My husband is so wise. How do you rekindle after no contact? This is where, after no contact from a long-term relationship, I actually don't even quite understand what you're asking. Oh. So people, So I say Ross and Rachel, like they were broken up. Like Ross didn't cheat because Rachel actually did break up with him that night. So therefore he was single. He didn't cheat on her. Somebody's debating me. I think it's wrong for Ross. Then I definitely think it's wrong for Rachel. She also shouldn't have invited Mark over that evening. So, and that's just, oh well, too bad for you. But they were not together. And so, and here's the thing, people like impose what they want other people to do on themselves, right? So I wouldn't have been with somebody, you know, the same night that I broke up with you, so you shouldn't have been with somebody the same night I broke up with you, kind of thing. Boyfriend is moody as fuck and uses me as his punching bag. What advice would you have for me? Dump the motherfucker. Dump him. Say, I will not be in a relationship with somebody who vomits on me. You can go get help. You can go address that, but I will not be in a relationship with you playing the hoping game, hoping you're going to fix it. I'm going to leave this relationship and you can go get help for your problems. If you don't, that's up to you. If you do and you want to rekindle a relationship with me, then we can use a no kissing, no sex, no sleepovers for 3 months rule, because I would need to see the change. I'm not just going to accept you saying I did go to counseling, I did change. I need to see the change. How did you find a doctor to tie your tubes? I don't know if it's just America, but a lot of us, yeah. So it was easy for me. It was, and I've heard some horror stories. Like I made a whole TikTok about this. My first viral TikTok was me doing a duet with a woman who had a doctor who refused to tie her tubes, and I did a duet with that and it went viral. So it was easy for me. I was not contested on it at all. He booked it like 6 months down the road kind of thing. And then when I came for my appointment at 6 months, like the pre-op appointment, he said, are you sure? Like making sure I was sure. So he asked a few times, are you sure? Right? And that was it. And I was absolutely sure. So no problem for me getting my tubes tied, but I've heard a lot of horror stories in the US and I've heard a number of horror stories from Canadians as well. So it looks like I lucked out really, but I would have fought. Tips on how to keep the spark alive when medication has dropped libido. So you can still kiss, you can still make out, right? Like intimacy doesn't have to be sexual. You can still make out every single day. You can still be intimate with each other every single day. So kiss, minimum 2 kisses a day, minimum 5 seconds each. Enjoy your videos. I appreciate your openness. Thank you. By the way, you know, maybe he doesn't want to like get it up and put it in, but like the mouth is still there, buddy. You can still take care of business. Drop the motherfucker. When are you supposed to be on the Extra Gravy show? I think it's coming up soon. It is. It's this week. It's this week. It's this week. I guess you're a fan. Dated for 4 years, took a break, went no contact. Both want to try again. What's the best approach? Get fixed. I'm so used to pointing to the book behind my head. Get fixed that shit. Get fixed that shit so that you guys know how to relationship better. Rachel's perspective of the break thing. She broke up with him. She broke up with him. He was single that night. They were not in a relationship. She broke up with him that night. She showed up the next morning, said, I want us to get back together. It's in her language. I want us to get back together. So she broke up with him. It's not, you know, and so she broke up with him. It's not, you know, and